So right now we're about to do a little walk and talk, but realistically we're just gonna walk. So you see some different things take place. We're gonna go over here to some sand. It's kind of warm in Texas today. It heats up right after about 11 o'clock. That temperature jumps from a nice solid 70 to about 90, unfortunately, until this fall really sets in, even though we're well into fall. So I've made a custom flirt pole. There's another video on YouTube where we show you how to do this. I got to make a new one for the big boys today. This particular string will hold up to about 70 pounds. And the other one I've got will too. So I'm going to carry her a good portion of the way. I'm going to put her down. She's going to play a little bit in the sand. And we're just going to talk about bonding some more. This dog, again, doesn't know who I am. She knows I'm a value because I feed her. And I take care of her. But outside of that, let's see what happens. Girl, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That right there, people, is a prime example of a dog who's got no interest in me yet. And I love it. Some people get discouraged. I can't get this puppy to such and such. This is a 12-week-old puppy. Rooted in some terrier. Got some bulldog. We already talked about the bulldog being hard-headed, hard to deal with. Takes a little bit longer to activate a bulldog. It's in all the PSA and training stuff. So stay tuned as we teach you a little bit more about how to get this dog to do what you want it to do long term. Look at her, look at her. She's in a full-blown paws to ankles. She's in a full-blown paws to ankles. I ain't bring no doggone bag. I'm gonna pick it up. I'll be back over here. Well, you people like, pick up your dog puke. What's that puke? We're gonna get the puke. So, you see a playground? Play with your dog. You don't see no sign that says no dogs allowed? Get that dog on that playground now. Now, she's really too small to really enjoy it. And at this time of day, it's way too hot. But I've carried her for about 0.35. 0.35. Now we're looking at about, I would play with her in the wood chips. Again, I set the dog down. You want them to get a little curious. Definitely watch stuff on the ground because you don't want them chewing up nothing. Cha-cha. She doesn't know her name, which is fine. We're working on that. I could technically people teach her a name in a day. But I want to slow down the process and get you guys engaged and enjoying kind of what we're doing here. A lot of the stuff engraved to tell. See how she comes back? When she comes back, good girl. Walk over and pet her. Come on. And then start working on that motivation. Look, see? Little trigger things. Good girl. She doesn't know who I am. Take off again. And mind you, I love a curious dog. So you want to watch her figure a few things out. Good girl. Good girl. And I know this is one of my early things I use to motivate them. So right now, let's go ahead and give him a look at Cha-Cha. Mouth's open a little bit, tongue's hanging out. She's done a good job. She's done a good job. She's done a good job. We're gonna play with a little bit in the sand. I didn't think that it was this far. Mind you, I was driving the other night. It's about 0.74 here. 0.74, I only put about 0.4 on them. Now mind you, I carried her for 0.3 of the way. So she can do some. But normally I would get to the sand one day out of the week, play with the dog with the flirt pole, make sure they have a good time. They're gonna get up that conditioning. Again, it's in Texas, so I would rather do this in the morning if I'm being honest. Because that sand, you know, that sand get hot than a booger. So, but she wants to play. She's got a little bit more drive, in my opinion, than Bam Bam. But we'll see, right? We'll see, right? Because Tron didn't have any driving. Look at me now, you know. So I'm really good with these dogs, especially the ones I breed. Her dad wouldn't have walked out the house. Marcus and I were just talking about that. He wouldn't have walked out the house. You couldn't get him to walk out the house. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a light story. As we let her collect herself and stay in the shade, I almost lost Baloo one night. Something happened, and I think 2 dogs got into it at the front of the door, and then he took off. So I'm like running around, and he's across the street in a bush, hanging out. You're like, first of all, how'd you even get over here that fast? Because who gonna miss you? Well, he was like hiding out. When I tell you, you couldn't teach Baloo his name. You can still say Baloo right now. And you say, come here, Baloo. It's going on a year. He's almost 2 years old. Come here, Baloo. And look at you. He's like, yo, bro, what you want? I don't want to come over there right now. What can I do for you? Tell me what you need first, then I'll come around the corner. He'll peek your head around the corner, run back in, go into the bed, all kinds of crazy stuff. This is a grown dog. So the fact that she is participating with me at this level, knowing that I bred out them problems with Baloo, I'm already happy because we know that we have more to build from than we could have ever dreamed of with a dog like Baloo. Which is why I put Baloo in my buddy Hunter's hands. He's got more patience than I do when it comes to a dog that doesn't really want to do much. I'm too motivated for that. Like, I want a dog climbing up trees and all the other stuff y'all see. So that dog is not for me. So we're gonna get over here in the sand, play a little flirt pole, and walk her back. And then, hey, that'll be the end of today's episode. Objectively, what you want to do is get out, walk with your dog, talk to your dog, love your dog, take care of your dog, play with her. And I'm watching everything. Even at the fact right now, I love that her tail's not wagging. That's the thing. See that there? She doesn't know who I am. Now, if I grab some food, her tail's wagging. Why? Because food is her motivator. My job is to become my dog's motivation. And we know she's motivated because she just followed us. I mean, look at that. You guys can't see how far that is. But this right here is probably half a mile right here. Just walking this way. So we know she's motivated because she walked without a leash. She's not on a leash. I don't have any treats. The only treat I have is this. And I didn't even use this to like motivate her any. But in that, you know, the house, like, oh, see if she don't want to do it yet. Got to work on the connection a little bit more. I'm learning from her. I'm learning from her. And again, I'm learning how to be better because of her and for her. So, T-Fit, Fit Bully TV, signing off. We'll get out in the sand a little bit and play a little bit. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. Cha-cha. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh!
It's a bit warm. It's a bit toasty, mama.
Come on. That is not it. That made me say, ooh.
Yeah, bro.
That junk hot, ain't it?
No, it's cooking, man.
What?
I touched it, I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That's too warm.
The shade is nice, though.
The shade is nice. We'll let her cool off a little bit more. She did a little bit. Next time I bring Bam Bam and keep her motivated. Hard to carry 2 dogs, so there she go. Got to pee a little bit. Hard to carry 2 dogs, though, because they get into that 10-pound stage. Good girl.
And for most of y'all, this is where you want to practice that patience. You don't want to overdo it if they're not doing what you want them to do.
Not at all. This is work at its finest. Good girl. We're in the shade a little bit. She's yanking. She's doing what I like her to do. Getting engaged.